Hello, Akari. Thank you so much for joining us for this conversation. I want to start off by having you introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about yourself, where you come from,
Okay.
um, how you got into music, where you are right now.
Yeah. So I'm originally from Japan, Tokyo, Japan, and I grew up there until I was 12. And then I actually moved abroad to Indonesia just due to my kind of dad's business. And then I came to the States to start undergrad at UC Irvine. And that's when where I was doing my undergrad bachelor in the vocal performance. So I wasn't actually doing composing until kind of junior year of the undergrad years. And right now I'm in master's degree and at University of Michigan, and going into my second year. And how I got into music, I've always been kind of liked singing and took some piano lessons since I was small back in Japan. And then as I kind of traveled around, the music was something that's just been always been with me, regardless of the language like barriers. Especially when I moved to like Indonesia, that was when I was first like thrown into English speaking school and around like seventh grade. So until then, I didn't know like any English at all. I just went to like Japanese school in Japan. So, but then like the only class that I could understand and like really communicate with other people and like actually have fun was like the music classes. So yeah, that's where like it kind of became almost my identity and just like something to hold on to. And so that's kind of the reason, as in terms of music and composing came around. Around junior year of my undergrad years, and as I was taking the music history classes, I really encountered like really inspiring moments from like the modern kind of after this 1960s like John Cage eras after all. And then I just wanted to not only perform something that's already been written, but wanted to create my own kind of compositions and
Mhm.
also perform them myself. So, yeah.
So you started off your composition sort of as an outgrowth or an extension of your performance, but also it was in large part informed and inspired by just learning about music.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
Yeah. 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 I guess, yeah, just learning about the music and also actually being a part of the choir. I was kind of chamber singers in UC Irvine, and we've had a lot of composer residencies and like workshopping some pieces that we were gonna sing with actually composers being in the residence. And that was also another kind of being actually like physically and interacting with them.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so
That
that
close
was also
relationship, the working relationship with the composer.
right.
Yeah. So how does music fit into your life then? Like, how is it
Oh.
important to you? What do you get out of it? What is it there for?
Oh, I think it's kind of a channel for me to express, and also I like to kind of write some things that are based on everyday life experience and translate it and into the musical language. So it's just for me an expressing and also way to connect with other people. Kind of going back to how I got into as like going through the language barriers, but
Mhm.
just connecting with people just beyond this like language and also beyond. It's I feel like it's almost this intuitive like human innate character of kind of listening to music, and there's something beyond emotions that arise, like impulsive something that performances can really be powerful. So
Right. That's true. Is there anything um, that you feel sort of drives or feeds your creative life or feeds or drives the music that you write? You mentioned, music, everyday life, which I think is
mm.
fascinating. But I wonder if there's anything else or specific.
Oh, yeah. I've been realizing, actually, this has been recently, I'm realizing myself, but a lot of my musics are based on kind of nature elements
Mhm.
and like environmental, so for example, like the sun or like the wind or the trees, like those kind of nature elements that have been kind of, yeah, significant as I look back on my past works. And I hadn't really thought of it myself as kind of conscious thing, but it might be something, yeah, just I'm drawn to naturally. And yeah, so kind of trying to portray this like existing kind of beauty that's already surrounding us in our lives, and focusing attention to, yeah, things that have kind of been recently with these like virtual and technology like development, something that's being neglected, but like from this like oneness with the nature,
Mhm.
yeah, that I've been, yeah, that's been my resource, like source of inspiration.
I understand. Yeah.
Yeah, I usually take like daily walking, like that's kind of my routine, and that might have also to do with this like recognizing the nature, but yeah, that's something I do daily. And also I used to do modern ballet for quite a long time, and kind of dancing and thinking about the space of like performance space, whether it's not only like the venues, but like I think about, recently I've been thinking about site specific, like, and now that we can't be in the concert halls, I've been thinking about this virtual and physical. So I think having this like, I don't know if it's the ballet background, but I used to do dance, so I like to do interdisciplinary collaborations as well. And this like physical movement of the performers, like musicians playing, I also think about this visual effect, what it can do on top of the just the sound effect.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, I get right now like we're going through this like global, like, interesting, unusual circumstances right now, and I really feel, I don't, this like connection with, well, like feeling with what, it's kind of this like oneness idea, like where like I'm really feeling connected with other people in, although this is like negative things happening right now in the world, we are experiencing it like on a global, like one level. And some, I think it's about this like perspective, how to take the same situation and looking from different angles, and just trying to do, like, make the best out of whatever is in front of us. And yeah, just like this perspective
Mhm.
is what moves, right now for me personally, like what moves me forward.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
interesting. Now that you say it, it's true. We're all going through it together, and in some way, it's like as if we are one.
Right.
Experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, that's very true.
Yeah.
Well, great. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk.
Well,
I
no, thank you.